We are now walking into the house that my Aunt Cindy and I grew up in.
This is the doorway of the house that I grew up in when I was a kid. Come on,
and me as well.
More.
Here's the basement. And here is, we're walking up into where, beside the bedroom.
Piece by piece.
Here's my
There's Mom and Dad's room.
Okay.
Mom and Dad's. Okay.
All right.
This is Tina's old room, and mine and Kathy's old room that we had one time in our old closet. Place looks like crap now, but it didn't when we lived here. Keep going, we got a lot of clothes.
Okay.
There's Mom and Dad's old closet. Get close up, Tina, to the toilet and the sink.
Okay.
Look at this nasty bathroom. This was the bathroom that I grew up in. Okay.
Sink. Okay.
This is the kitchen. Those are the cupboards here that my dad and Harley put in many, many years ago.
Okay, I gotta stop in a minute. No, I'm not gonna. Go ahead.
These are all the cupboards that they put in. The sink, the counters, but they redid a lot of that stuff. This is where we ate. This is the dining area here that we had. The closet, we kept the dog food and other potatoes and onions and stuff like that.
Okay.
And then you come in here. This is a huge living room that we had. This is an old beam I remember up here.
I used to dangle my bouncy thing from there.
Johnny Jump Up.
Yeah.
This is the knotty pine that's always been in here, but it looks like they had stained it and colored it darker somehow.
This is not the original carpet we had here.
No, this is not the carpet.
It looks better than what we had, actually.
Yeah, real well the color-wise. And this is the den. And here, in this corner is where Ma had a stand and all her plants that she grew. And they grew so well.
Yes.
And we used to have a freezer over here, a stand-up freezer.
Corner.
Over here we had a desk.
And Nintendo.
With computer games, Nintendo. This was never here.
Yeah.
My dad put in these doors, and I see they're still here 50 years later. Even over 50 years, actually. This is a different back door. But this opened up into our beautiful backyard, which don't look so beautiful anymore.
And as you can see,
it's all grown up.
It was real nicely trimmed. I don't have any pictures to show you, but the tower my grandpa put up. I'm her aunt, or what am I? I'm your niece. And there's the backyard. Okay. We're back inside. Going back into the living room. Was a nice house at one time. Heading back to the kitchen.
Had a lot of Christmases and a lot of fun in here.
Christmas tree, I remember when I was 2 years old, there was a big old Christmas tree with presents. We couldn't even put them under it. It was leaking out into the middle of the living room.
And when Kathy and I was a kid, Mom and Dad always had the Christmas tree right here in this corner. And we had presents, the tree was here, presents way out here. This was never here, this mirror. A lot of stuff is just, a lot of childhood memories here, but it's kind of hard to recapture the memories because everything looks so different. I think Grandpa put this
Oh
here.
yeah, that's been there since, man, that's old. That's been there a long time. And
I like this.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm serious.
That's pretty.
It's beautiful.
Alright, are we done? Can I shut this thing off?
I don't know if you want to do the basement.
We're not going to show you the basement. But there it is. Tour of our old house that Cindy and I both grew up in.
Let's go outside and show them some stuff outside.
Okay, one more quick tour.
But outdoors.
Outdoors. Don't step on the glass.
That, down that direction was all beautiful at one time.
Yeah, well manicured. Now it's woolly, grown up, and
Those were never there.
there's looking down the bank at
That.
the road. Yeah, that's a
Sumac.
great big... Okay, we're walking.
Mom had all kinds of flowers down in here.
Hosta with little purple flowers I used to like to pop.
I remember popping those too. There used to be like a lilac bush here.
Oh, that's always been there. I remember that ugly bush.
Over here.
Here is the front of the house. And the yard light is still there.
Over here, when I was a little girl, this cement had a garage on it. Big old garage.
You had horses in it.
Yep.
And that's Grandpa's old shed.
And point that way.
And now
out there used to be the great big yard that we used to have horses in, but it's like they sectioned it off and it's not as big as it used to be.
Nope.
Everything's overgrown, like I don't know what.
And this is the tree that my grandma, when she planted it, you could put your both hands around it and touch your fingers together.
It was just a little sprig when she planted it,
Yeah,
actually. It wasn't very big.
5-8 feet tall.
And now move up slowly.
And now look at it. Cindy, want to stand by it? Now, it's up there somewhere at the top of that. Anyway, and there you can see.
Look how big this tree is when it was only this high when my mom planted it.
I think it was probably as tall as me.
Maybe a little bit taller, maybe this big around.
And you could
now look.
rip it out with your hands, and now it's huge.
Wow, this is unreal.
It's hard to have memories when...
There used to be a barn over there. Lightning hit that and it burnt down when I was, probably about 20, 21 years old.
I was about 7 or 8.
No, I wasn't even 21 because I had Scotty at 21. And I didn't even have him when that caught fire.
You weren't living at home, though.
No.
Okay.
Look at this.
And now?
This used to be the big yard.
And now they got a fire pit, garbage pit.
How's Grandma and Grandpa going to see the video?
I will play it for them when they come over.
Look at this. I can't believe that tree. Look at that. Is that her Japanese maple?
That is the Japanese maple.
Oh,
here's a picture of that Japanese maple. It's huge now.
Look at that. That was her Japanese maple, I believe she planted, wasn't it?
She wanted to take it with her. Now she'll never get it out of the ground.
Look at it.
It's huge.
It's beautiful.
And there's the front of the house.
Used to be a plum tree right here. What this is, I don't know. Look at it.
Yep. Okay, well, I'm going to stop this.
What's all over it?
I have no idea.
Look. That's nasty.
Okay, I don't know. I'm going to stop this now.
You can stop the video. Well,
right.
Say, well, this is the ending of our video of the place, show it that way, that we grew up when we were kids.
And there it is.